What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic, and today, as usual, we're going to continue the book by Cicero on the ideal orator. It's going to be the 41st part of the second book, so let's get started. Even in those cases where the point of dispute is a fact, such as did Publius Decius take money illegally, both the arguments supporting the prosecution and those supporting the defense must be referred to a general category, namely to the character of an entire class. For example, that Decius is extravagant must be referred to a question about extravagance. That he is covetous of the people's possessions, to questions about greed. That he is seditious, to question about rioters and weak citizens. That he is incriminated by many, to questions about witnesses in general. On the other hand, everything said in defense of an accused will necessarily be directed away from a specific occasion, an individual, back to the common overall characteristics of the matters and categories involved. Now, to someone who is slow to grasp everything relevant to the nature of such things, it may seem that these issues, which are to be decided in cases turning on a question of fact, are very numerous. But the truth is that the number of accusations and defenses is unlimited, not the number of commonplaces. As to those cases in which the point of dispute is not the fact itself, but its character, they are innumerable and obscure if counted on the basis of the individual litigants. But if counted on the basis of the matters at issue, they are pretty limited in number and very clear. For example, if we make the case of Mancinus, depend upon Mancinus alone, then a new case will spring up every time someone has been surrendered by the pater patricius is not accepted. But if the controversy determining the case is whether someone surrendered by the pater patricius has the right to a resumption of civic status if he has not been accepted, then the name of Mancinus has nothing to do with the arguments for the defense or with the art of speaking in general. If it is true that the person's dignity or lack of it contributes something to the case as well, this lies outside the issue itself, and even what is said on the point must still necessarily be related to a discussion about a general category. Alright, guys, so we've done with another part, and obviously we're going to continue tomorrow with the next one. So thank you for joining me today in this reading session. See you tomorrow. Bye.